Testing. Alright, so I did my movie cover thing. Every time if I go watch a movie, I just talk about it and get my thoughts about it. I watched The Secret Life of Pets too, but I'm not going to do a review on that because I kind of forgot some of the stuff. So yeah, we're going to do anime covers. Like all the anime that I ever watched, I'm just going to cover it. And pretty much just how I did with the movies. Like I just talk about them, how I feel about them and everything. And yeah, so I want to make sure, well, not make sure, like I just want to like do something like similar to what I did with the movie covers, but something different. I don't watch TV anymore, so don't at me at anything. I'm only an anime. Yes, I am a weeb. I watch any kind of anime that has great stories and lovable characters. All right, so let's go into it. So, I just got done watching Goblin Slayer, which I watched I think 6 episodes this morning and then 6 in the afternoon, and it was pretty good. And I love I only watched this on Verb. The Verb gives you a description of what the anime is about. So, quote unquote, I'm not saving the world, I just kill goblins. Rumor has it that in a certain guild in the middle of nowhere, there is an extraordinary man who has climbed all the way to the silver rank just by killing goblins. At the same guild, a priest who just become a new adventurer has formed her first party. And the man ends up rescuing that party when they get into trouble is no other than the Goblin Slayer. So, this tells a good story about the Goblin Slayer. He's just basically his backstory is that he and his friend that they argued. Well, not certainly argued. The girl was going out to this city, and while the boy, who grows up to be the Goblin Slayer, wanted to come. I think I didn't understand the chemistry a little bit between those two, but they're childhood friends to one another, and the boy was growing up from his sister until I think it's his village or his house was attacked by a bunch of goblins. And then for this, goblins, they kidnap girls and they use them as playthings. And yes, playthings. I think everybody can understand what that means. And then they kill them, they kidnap them, such. And I'm assuming that's what happened to his sister. I don't remember which episode, but it did showed me. I don't know if anybody else watches Goblin Slayer. So there's this girl who's a priest and wants to, who joined into a guild. It's just like fairy tale when you accept quests to do for money. It's just like that. But it's different now because you have different types of swordsmen, elves, dwarves, lizardmen. You heard me right. We get into more of that deeper into the episode when the priest girl was introduced. Well, not introduced. Was getting into the guild, and there was a bunch of rankings, and there's 10 rankings in general, and I think the highest one is gold. I don't know what. She was a newbie, and then she went with this three people in a party to go kill some goblins. And for her ability, she can cast 3 different types of spells. She can only use them 3 times. One is protection, one is light, and one is protection, light, and heal too. I think she does that daily. I don't know too much about that, but yeah. The party that she was in was a guy who was really intimidated about killing some goblins. Like I said earlier, that goblins kidnap a bunch of girls. So him and his 2 other friends, and the girl, the priest girl, went into the cave where the goblins were that had all the kidnapped girls. And what was it? And they got into trouble, and all of them basically died. Well, one of the girls, I think she was wearing glasses, and she was actually using as a plaything, and goblins were starting to scratch her up, and then as the same thing was about to happen with the priest girl, afraid Goblin Slayer was there just killing goblins, and then he had no life of the girl being used as a plaything because she wanted to do so. And then, yeah, wait, I think I got that a little bit mixed up. I'm not going to explain any further. You just have to watch it because it's really good. And then the priest girl follows in with the Goblin Slayer, and she does basically countless jobs with the Goblin Slayer. But the thing is, this man is the same boy that I talked about earlier, who grew up raised by his sister, was, I think, kidnapped or used as a plaything. Either or, that they goblins invaded the boy's home, and then that's what triggered him. And, like, the funniest thing of all, like, his only intentions is just to kill goblins. It's just goblins. I just say goblins, like, a lot every time I watch a new episode, but it's just, like, it's just really weird. He doesn't have any intentions to do anything else but just kill goblins, and that's his moral and everything. And all he ever does is talk about goblins. All he ever thinks about is goblins. It's just really weird. But you'll get to grow attached to him. I think some of the episodes we get to see, like, flashbacks of him and this girl, his childhood friend that she lives with her uncle, that he normally does his daily routine and checks around the farm, that the childhood friend of his and her uncle were to see if there's any goblins. So on and so on. The priest girl and the Goblin Slayer went to this group of people who's a long-eared elf girl, a dwarf, and a lizard man. They went through, I think, like, an adventure or two killing goblins and all that. And then at the end, like, it's just like a basic summary because there's only 12 episodes, so I just watched them all today, so it's really not that hard for me to, like, to tell. But yeah, at the end, like, I think it was like the episode 10, 11, and 12, the Goblin Slayer found a lot of footprints in the in the farm area, and then he went into the guild, and everybody in the guild found him pretty much a weirdo because of what I said earlier, because he does only goblins, kills goblins, talks about goblins. He's just known as a weirdo, but he's in the silver rankings just by killing goblins. That's the only thing he'll ever do, is just kill goblins. And then at the end, everybody celebrated because the Goblin Slayer asked for the whole guild to kill a bunch of goblins that were going to invade the farm where him and his childhood friend and where her uncle lives, by a bunch of goblins, a goblin champion and the goblin lord, which is the goblin king. They ended up doing it. Well, they wanted to get paid, and then payment was how many goblins you kill, how much you get paid. Everybody was doing that, and yeah, they won. Some died. Just characters that we barely see. But at the end, he took off his helmet, and like I should also say this. He never takes his armor off. Like, he only takes his armor off when he's sleeping. I think that's the only time. You can literally, throughout the episodes, you can literally see him drink, eat, and all that stuff with the armor. He goes everywhere just with the armor. He's just like, he's so intimidated, like, if he gets ambushed or anything, if he's not prepared. You can literally watch this man drink like a little small cup or whatever, or eat, just like the thing under his mask or his helmet. But yeah, it was really a good episode seeing that. And the last one is when everybody was in shock of what he looked like because he took off his helmet, and the whole guild looked at that. And he had some thoughts to realize he doesn't want to be a Goblin Slayer. He wants to be an adventurer and take on different quests with him and his friends, like those people I mentioned earlier with the Lizard Man, the Priest, and all of those guys. And frankly, I rate this anime out of a 10 out of 10. Like, it's really good. I just hope that they either make more episodes or another season. I don't know what's the deal with certain animes only having 12 episodes and no season 2s. I don't know. if you haven't already, go check out Goblin Slayer. Go download Verb. If you don't know how to spell it, it's VRV, and just type in Goblin Slayer. Oh yeah, I also want to give a quick disclaimer. Once you watch it, it's like very disturbing. It shows a little bit of inappropriate stuff. Just a heads up there. If you watch Goblin Slayer, tell me what your favorite episode or favorite moment of Goblin Slayer. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully this first review of an anime goes well and I don't see anybody chewing me up and like, oh, Phantom, this anime is trash. No, all animes are good, in my opinion, okay? I get to have the opinion here in 2019 without anybody getting triggered, alright? Alright, gotta get carried away. So, yeah, I'm gonna just end it off with, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching or listening, whatever it is you people do in YouTube. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.